How's it going, Lucas? Will Grimsby finish above Bradford? Nah. Bradford are going to finish above you. Thank you for the follow. Ollie, thank you for the follow. If you can, like and share, please. The podcast will start at 6 o'clock. So if you can, like, share, and do other bits and bobs. Oh, typical Charles Verman injured, eh? Not new there. Nobody watching on there. No, I don't think anyone has a spare. Actually, have a look on Bradford City groups, Ollie. I know there was one going earlier. Let's see if I can find it for you. I can't remember where I saw it. Put my teeth back in, that'd be a good start. I saw it on a Bradford City site somewhere. I can't remember where I bloody saw it. That's not that one. See that one? I saw it early doors, but I can't remember where I bloody saw it. It was one on one of the Facebook pages. I can't find it, but if I keep looking on Facebook pages, mate, and you'll probably see it at some point. Like golden tickets out there. Who we got? So we got Jojo. Who we got? Jojo. Who we got? Yeah, just have a keep looking on Facebook pages, mate, or on Twitter or something like that. You normally, not X or whatever it's called, you normally find them. So for people on YouTube, and I can see me up there, hello. Get your score predictions in and other bits and bobs, questions for the panel. As it stands, there's only me and another person at the minute. So this may be a very short podcast. Hopefully other people will join. And if you do want to join, just head over to Chickens on the Loose on X, aka Twitter, and you will find me, join it. You can't miss it. Come and join it and have some fun. This is an app. This was a charity shop by this. I know they've. I think someone's selling them like I don't know if they're selling this product or selling it as it is, but I know they're on X, I think. If you look, search, I think it's the... I know the City Vent retweeted something out the other day, so if you have a look at that. Attracting quite a lot of men today on TikTok. It's like a bit of shirt can pull out. How much did I pay for this shirt? The charity shop. I think he's, first of all, Jake, are you sitting down? I'm going to wait for the reply to this. You sitting down, Jake? I'm going to let you know when you tell me. £5 from a charity shop in Keighley. Fiver, honestly, five British pounds it cost. I think on eBay or something it's worth quite a bit, but just a fiver from a charity shop, you can't go wrong. Oh. Looking at it, thinking, hell, 300 quid, you can have this. Well, I literally just pay 300 quid. I'm dying to get one. Hey, old Grace, welcome back, love. I've missed you. We're on 6 o'clock here. Couple of minutes and it's not looking good. About 3 of us. So if you can, please like and share. We're starting at 6 o'clock, and in the podcast today we'll be talking about the AFC Wimbledon game, possibly touching on the Morecambe game on Tuesday, the Harrogate game as well, latest Bradford City news, weather forecast, and what's on your plate. But looking at this, there's only 2 of us here. Me and another person, so it may be about a 30-minute podcast. Might be less, but let's see what happens. So if you can, like and share, please. Keep tapping that screen, and we'll see what happens at 6 o'clock. Looks like a retro Galaxy shirt. Yep. It's not bad, is it? Fiver. Charity shop buy. Can't go wrong. Talking about a ref against Wimbledon. Yeah, we'll be talking about the ref. Don't worry, he was an anchor, wasn't he? He's a proper. Oh, thank you for the apple. Yep, the referee was an absolute anchor, and that's politely me putting it. Declan, usual suspects here. Welcome. Come on, Grace. Stop being mean. Stop bullying me. Thank you for the likes, BCFC. Hello, Declan. Right, it's 1:06 and there's 2 of us. I would probably say this is going to be... hopefully more people join on X. My normal people who normally join, I think a couple of them are away. There's me and Lee. Have you heard about... yeah, I've seen about AFC Wimbledon. It's the ground flooding. It's like a golf course, I've heard. Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Chickens on the Loose, Harrogate vs Bradford City preview, and we are live on X, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and other social sites. So wherever you are, get your score predictions in, get your comments in, and if you do want to come and join, head over to X or Twitter, search for Chickens on the Loose, and you will find me. Come and join, have a chit chat, let's have a bit of banter, and let's get this show on the road. So, in today's podcast, before we pass to Lee, we will be talking about, obviously, the Harrogate game tomorrow. We'll be talking about the AFC Wimbledon game. We'll also be saying what's on your plate, latest Bradford City news, and the weather forecast. So, today I should be joined by Lee, if you can hear me. And I should be joined by Tony as well.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
That's good. Right, so starting off with Lee. Lee, what was your thoughts on the AFC Wimbledon game? Lee, if you can hear me, you've completely gone, mate. If you want to go back, Lee, and come back, hopefully that might fix the issue. But Tony, if you can hear me, what were your thoughts on the AFC Wimbledon game? Are you there, Tony? Tony? Tony, can you hear me? Tony, if you can hear me, try to leave and come back. Right. Typically, when I do a podcast, everything's gone to shit. So hopefully, I'll have to see if. Let's try this again. Hopefully, second time lucky.
I can hear you.
You can hear me, Tony. So, what's your thoughts on the AFC Wimbledon game?
I didn't think it was a bad game. I just thought we cancelled each other out.
Things go Pete Tong all the time.
But I just thought we just lacked creativity in midfield. I was disappointed with Bobby. Bobby just didn't get going. Patterson didn't get going. And I just felt sorry for Cook and Rogerson because there were no quality for them. There were no balls into the box for them. I just think it was just one of them games where we just cancelled each other out. And all I thought we were going on about saying referee were poor and a lot of pulling and chugging by Wimbledon players. But it's football. I just thought we didn't create much. We didn't create enough. And whether or not it was Alexander's tactics, but I just didn't think we created. It was a solid point at the end of the day because they want a bad side then, but creativity, no, it were lacking.
So after we've, should we say, kicked the Gremlins out of touch for a throw-in. Hopefully Lee can hear me now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lee, loud and clear. That's just
Good.
Like an Andy Cook screen.
I have no idea what happened there, mate.
It's just typical. It's Friday, isn't it? 6 o'clock.
It's Friday, 6 o'clock, yeah, and in Magpie.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts, Lee, on the AFC Wimbledon game?
Tough as I thought it were going to be. We said last week it were going to be tough. They were as big as they always are. They always come with a massive team, don't they? I think we did well. To be honest, considering how many people we've got missing, and now we've got 2 more. A draw will prove, I think I'm right in agreeing with what Alexander said afterwards. It's going to be a good point earned rather than giving points away like we normally do. Wasn't a bad game. It was just tough. It was as tough as I expected it to be. And it always is against Wimbledon. They come with plenty of spirit. Tactically, we weren't at the races, were we? They were. You say you need the sum of the parts to all complement each other. With players missing, that's never going to happen. So I think we did okay. We got a point. Move on.
Yeah, I thought the referees spoilt the game typically against the team.
Don't get me going.
I've got a vent later on coming up. But with the refereeing, I knew what was going to happen, but
Yeah.
it was shocking that the ref. But we'll get on to that. Right, moving on now to Harrogate Town versus Bradford City, 12:30 tomorrow, and it's live on Sky. And we'll go into the referee to start off with. So the referee is called Martin Coy, and he is from Durham, and he has had 4 League One appearances, 10 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. He's had 1 appearance in League Two, where he's given out 5 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 1 appearance, 5 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's had 6 appearances, 20 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, and no penalties. So then, going over into a little bit of insight, Andy Cook, or should we say, the GOAT Lord Andrew Cook, has had 7 matches played, scored 3 goals, and had no assists. And I do apologise again if I am butchering people's names. I am shocking at people's names, but Forani, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, he's had 2 goals and he's played 7 matches. A little bit of an insight. This is all from footmob.com. Harrogate have scored 3 goals in their last 5 matches. James Belshaw is ranked 1 in saves per match in competition of 4.6. Toby Sims has created the most big chances for Harrogate Town, 1. Bradford haven't scored 8 goals in their last 5 matches. Andy Cook has had the most shots on target per match for Bradford, 1.6. Andy Cook has also created the most big chances for Bradford on 3. So then moving over to the Simon Parker article on the TNA. And the possible lineup for Harrogate is, and I do apologise again if I am offending anybody's names here, I'm shocking at pronouncing names. So in goal is Ben Shaw, Gibson, Anthony O'Connor, who used to be of our parish, Moon, Daly, Dooley, Kolish, Sim, Taylor, March, and Muldoon, with Duke McCain, Falkingham, Burrell, Sutton, Forain, Onza, and Oxley. So the league position for Harrogate is 20th. In the last 4 matches, they've drawn against Liverpool under 21s. They've lost against Crewe. They've won at Doncaster and drawn against Cheltenham. Bradford City team is Walker, Halliday, Diabates, Shepherd, Richardson, Walker, Smallwood, Pattison, Wright, Sanderson, Cook, with Cav, Oliver, Ben, Poynton, Adwa, Wadsworth, Doyley on bench. Bradford's position is currently 8th. The team news: City will make a late check on Jamie Walker and Lewis Richardson after they were back in training this week. The last 4 matches, we've drawn against AFC Wimbledon. We've won Mansfield in the EFL Trophy. We lost against Walsall, won against Carlisle, and the referee again, Durham's Martin Cole, was in the middle when City battered 5-1 at home against Mansfield last season. The match odds are Harrogate 13-5, City 16-20th, the draw 13-5. And last time these sides met, City crashed to 4th defeat in a row when they lost 3-0 at Harrogate in March. Right, flying over to Tony and Lee. So Tony and Lee, I'll start off with Tony. What was your thoughts, or what's your thoughts on the team?
Well, I think it's best what you can put out in it at the moment. With injuries that we've got. I thought Diabetes and Shepherd looked solid last week. I'd like to see them further as a central pairing, because I think they could be start something good there. I think Bobby needs to up his game after last week. I know it was a tough game for him. He's only a young lad. I get that. But they're a bit of a sticky wicket at Harrogate, aren't they? We've not had really much luck against them, home or away, since they come into the league. Regarding his team selection, I hope Walker's back, because I think we missed Walker last week. And I'm hoping that we can just probably pinch it 1-0.
And what about yourself, Lee?
As Tony just said, we need Walker back, firing on all four. I hope and pray that he will be playing. Do you know, every time we play Harrogate, we say, and we're all same as City fans, we should be battering these. And we never do. It's a tough place to go. So we're away, we're over there. Like Tony said, also got to agree, 1-0 will do me. So let's bring it on. But I think we owe them, don't we? We owe them. We owe it to ourselves to play well. These players that are in there now, when we get certain players back, will be out at squad, won't they? So we just seriously need to start playing for a shirt. Because people coming back means somebody's got to come out at team. I hope that's in his team talk, to be honest. Keep the shirt.
I agree with you there, Lee. They need to fight. They need to show passion. Like
Exactly.
they did against AFC Wimbledon, ruffle a few feathers. Try not to cause a mass brawl, but
No.
we'll get
But
somewhere.
Tony said it right as well. Poynton were a bit out of his depth. Wimbledon were a massive team. And he's only a little lad, really, in game, isn't he? Experience terms and all that. So he could well shine. Let's hope so.
So with Harrogate, I hope we win.
Thought Tony had his hand up there for a minute, but
I think I'm giving you a thumbs up, agreeing with you.
all right.
So with the Harrogate and Bradford team, I think Bradford hopefully should do well. Stick with the same team, hopefully. We need, like you're saying, we need Walker. Walker needs to come on, and this team needs to learn from AFC Wimbledon. Just with stuff what's happening on along with the teams and stuff like that. Obviously, the fight they did, what the cause, I think they've been fined from the FA for that. So going forward, same team, hopefully. Jamie Walker, hope he's fit. Richardson, I think he played okay in the first half against AFC and Wimbledon. I know he hasn't played in a while, but he looked scared, in my opinion, down them wings. He didn't look like he had any confidence. So hopefully, if he does come back fighting fit and fit for the game against Harrogate, we should hopefully stand a chance. So Tony and Lee, have you anything else you want to say on the Harrogate versus Bradford game?
Just that thing on Richardson, as he said, he were okay, but he's playing against a different team with Harrogate. There won't be the fear factor, I don't think, against Harrogate that there were against Wimbledon, because they were a massive team. They always are.
Do you have anything else to say, Tony?
No, I just thought we can, like I say, it wasn't the greatest performance, but we like I say, we were up against a big side, and I thought we did handle ourselves well. There were one or two players that were a bit disappointing, but you're not going to come across that kind of team every week. I honestly do believe that we'll get some tomorrow, because we do something. But like you say, we need to start feeding Cook and what they call him. Keep forgetting his name. Sanderson. Because they were starved last week. There were no, and I just don't agree with this Tyrek Wright playing at wing back. It's not a position that he's happy with, I don't think. He's an out and out winger, and he needs
agree.
He needs to be putting balls in.
What he needs is Richards behind him.
Correct.
And pushing him further up pitch. That's what I think. That's my personal thought.
Yeah.
He's much more effective on and around halfway line, being able to run in behind and put a cross in.
Totally agree with you, Lee. Totally agree with you. But Alexander sees him as why he sees him as in that position, I don't know. Because when he first come to us, I mean, I remember him tearing Harrogate to bits in an away game a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Do you think he sees him as still a bit of a young player, and he's trying to teach him that he can be more than? I don't know.
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right, Lee. But he's an out and out winger. That's what we brought him for.
That's what he was good at. That's
Yeah.
what Banks came for, an out-and-out winger.
Yep, correct.
And together they were potent.
The what?
30 goals for Mr. Cook came from on
Exactly.
back of that, didn't it? So that
Yeah.
kind of speaks for itself. So
Very much so.
So, Tony, starting off for you, what do you think the score prediction will be, and who do you think your goal scorers will be as well?
I like to say I'm going to go for a sneaky 1-0, and I think Sanderson winner with a Cook assist.
And Lee?
I'm going to be a little bolder. I'm going to go for 2-0. I'm going to go for 1 for Sanderson and 1 for Cook. And hopefully, maybe, I'm hoping that Poynton can get on end of summer and stick one of those long-range beauties in. Because I think he needs it for his confidence. But 2-0 I'm going for.
I think it's going to be 3-0 City. We'll say Andy Cook 2. And I'm even going to say Small was probably going to score a free kick, but things happen. Right, Dan on YouTube's put 2-1.
Have you been drinking? Small would score.
Yeah, no, it's been one of them weeks, really. So Dan on YouTube's put 2-1 City, and I got last week's results spot on. Well done, Dan. Your invisible chickens on the loose crown will be on its way to you through the post by DPD, so it might get lost. Right, moving over now, because there's not a lot of us in today. So...
No, when is everyone?
Busy. So the sun rises at 4
Have
minutes
we had a
past...
letter from the parents?
Yeah, they're all in detention next week. So the sun will rise at 4 minutes past 7 tomorrow, and then the sun set at 6:49. And it's going to be nice and sunny according to the Met Office. It's about 11-12 degrees. So you probably need to take a little jumper with you or a big coat, because you never know what the weather might change, because recently the weather's been lying to me. And that's your weather forecast. Right, moving on now to the latest Bradford City news. Not a lot's happened, but Adams, the player, I think his name's Adams, has been injured. He's broke his... Oh, let me just get this up actually so I can get it right.
Cruciate ligament is gone under knife.
Yes, so Joe Adams faces an operation on crucial ligament injury, ruling him out for City season. So he's going to be out. Adams just played a total 170 minutes in total. So he's now...
Kelly, he's also been under knife, hasn't he?
Yeah. So Adams is basically returning now back to his parent club to Wigan after his surgery to begin his long rehab. So I don't know if I'm going to word this correctly, but this is a silver lining. So we now gain 1 loan position back. So if we've used all 5, we're now down to 4. So hopefully in January we might probably bring in 1 other loan player. But I'm also reading about, because we're suffering injuries this season, we apparently looking for a defender and a midfielder in the free agent market. So Tony or Lee, what players do you think we're going to bring in?
To be honest, I don't know who's available. I wonder where I didn't think we could bring anybody in until January.
If they're unattached, we can go for them.
Bring them in.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw at City last week when I was leaving ground. Now this might be.
Is this going to be an exclusive?
Billy Clark.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
He was coming out. He was just walking up steps by 1911 club as we were leaving. And then my mate just said, "Do you think he's been here for talks?"
Well, it's funny you should say that, because if you listen to Alexander on his pod thing today, he was stating that they've spoken to a couple of players already. So, in view of the situation, and it's kind of developing, isn't it? It's like the football gods are against us at the minute.
So looking at defenders, on
Defence
the
midfield, don't we need?
yeah. So can I look at defence midfield? Here we go, defence midfield. So according to transfermarket.com, we've got quite a lot of free agents. I'm just trying to. There we go. So we've got like OAPs. So we've got like Tonas Petersos, who's Greek and German, 33-year-old. We've got. Oh, I'm not even pronouncing some of these names. Just there's absolutely shed loads of people are currently on the free agent market. I don't know if I just put League Two or something like that for League Two. See what comes up. Aye.
Did anybody see that there's a consideration that we might be able to get Stubbs coming back in because of the level of injuries we've suffered so far? Because he's on loan, isn't he? He's on loan at the moment, isn't he? I wouldn't say no to that.
So looking at right. So this is the first page I've just clicked on transfer market. So there's Kieran Westwood, goalkeeper, Matt Derbyshire, who used to play for us, Kevin McDonald, Josh Lillis, Troy Deeney, Lee Brown, Callum McFazza, Kane, Anthony Stewart, Jordan Halulu, Haluli, whatever you call him, Reece Brown, Declan John. There's absolutely loads of players there. There's loads of players on this list. So hopefully Bradford City will put their heads together and improve on a defender / striker or midfielder, whoever they want to bring in. Right. So Tony or Lee, because I know there's only two here today. Do you want to shout about, vent about anything?
I just think, like I did at the beginning of the season, we're desperate for a proper left back. Just need one, and it's not been addressed. We haven't got one. We just need a proper left back that can get forward. It's as simple as that. It will sort that defence out. Even if he's left-sided centre half or whatever, he can play that left side. Because at the moment we don't have anyone. Not really. Not that's fit anyway.
Yeah. What about you, Sen, Tony?
I agree with what Lee just said. That we are lacking, and somebody that can go down wing. I mean, apart from I can name two who, in my times, following City have been what I call top class left backs. One were Wayne Jacobs, and the other one were Meredith. And since then, we've had. Well, I don't think we've had anybody as half as good as them two were.
Brian Tinnion were good.
Yeah, but what are you an actual left back, Lee, or what are you midfielder?
No, we're a left back.
Well, you
Had
definitely,
an
because we've
absolute.
had this argument in pub, and we've always said you were.
I've sat and spoke to him in
midfielder.
pub. His cousin had bowling down all lane. He's a left back. That's what he is.
Oh, I always classed him as a midfielder.
No, he could play up and push up into midfield. He was a bit like a Wayne Jacobs in his day, but he wasn't allowed to really cross the halfway line. But he scored some crackers with that absolute wand of a left peg, didn't he?
I remember against Chester, first game of the season, donkeys years ago.
Showing his age now, mate.
Yeah, but no, I think you're right. What you say, Lee. Definitely need a decent left back.
We've just got to have one. You mentioned Meredith there. It's one of the best ones we've had in a long, long time on that side, and unfortunately, he's been the last one.
Yeah. He went to Millwall, didn't he? Yeah. After they knocked us out, but
he did, and then he went back to Australia. They didn't last long. Then he went back to Oz.
That's right, he did.
So before I get on to my, should we say, event, we just had, not from our club, but from breaking news, because we are live here, Carl Jenkinson, who used to play for Charlton, Welling, Eastbourne, Arsenal, West Ham, Birmingham City, Nottingham Forest, Melbourne City, Newcastle Jets has now joined Bromley. So that's a bit of a coup for them. So I hope it doesn't do well for them when we play them.
Who is he?
Never heard of him.
He used to play
No,
for
really?
Arsenal.
What's his name?
Carl Jenkins. He used to play for Arsenal, West Ham, and other bits and bobs.
No, never heard of him.
No, I haven't either.
Right, so my vent is refereeing. And
Oh,
I do not know where the EFL get these referees from. It's absolutely shambolic. It's like that referee did not give his first card until about the 75th minute. And it was one of our players. It was like pantomime season. Has jumped from Alhambra to Valley Parade. The referee was shocking and diabolical. I feel sorry for that referee. He must have not got any Valentine's cards or something off his missus at Christmas or Valentine's Day or whenever, or birthday cards. Just tight with his cards and
or his boyfriend.
or girlfriend. Yeah. Right, so that's my vent. Right. So, time to mute you guys. So, I want to say thanks for Tony and Lee coming along today. You've been listening to Chickens on the Loose podcast, and we are live on all podcast services. Just search for Chickens on the Loose or Bradford City Chickens on the Loose on your podcast services, and you will find us. Hope you've enjoyed today. Also, TikTok, YouTube, just search Chickens on the Loose. You'll find me. Give us a like and follow and subscribe on there. Going back to the podcast, if you like what you're hearing, I think you can rate us on Spotify and Apple Music. Give us a good review. Any concerns, just tweet me or something like that, or bits and bobs, and hopefully we'll try to improve it. We are for the fans, by the fans, and last but not least, we have got two small Facebook pages. We've got Chickens on the Loose, what's mine, and then we've got Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do golden goal every match day, and that is now live on there. So, hope Bradford beat Harrogate tomorrow. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night.